I'm gonna let y'all watch these cards until y'all start tapping the screen, and I'll start talking. Other than that, no. You guys already know what this stream is about. I go over it every day and bringing that awareness and exposing these PDFs. Um, I don't understand why. I know I got this shut down because of all the trolls, stuff like that. I don't have any moderators, you know. But eventually I get some moderators. But at the same time, you know, I have folk coming in and out of the room. Majority of them are not good. I don't sugarcoat anything. The folks that want me to come to their community and stuff like that support the live. You know, a lot of people don't want to support the live; they just hear. Nobody tapped the screen or anything like that, which I really don't care. To be honest, it's just the principle of letting me know that folks on board. You know, I think people on here think that I don't know what they actually think, but no matter what, when I bring my live by bringing awareness, I'm gonna do it anyway. You know, but folks sitting in the room, just merely sitting there stalking the room for no reason, are the ones that I don't need a part of their life. You know, simple as you get. Doesn't matter to me. But all the ones that's here that are legitimate, welcome. You know, but trying to articulate uh, what it takes doing this. Nobody seems to be interested. Nobody is tapping the screen. Go to your own live. You know, if you have no interest here, bye. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything on this here. And for the ones, like I said earlier, that want me to come different places, that want me to move, support the live. Simple as it get. If you don't have a profile picture, get out of my live. Otherwise, I will block you. Simple as it get. A lot of people are sitting back at home or wherever you are watching this in comfort. I'm not comfortable. I'm just invested, you know. So let me see what I got to do here. I have zero tolerance. I ain't gonna repeat myself too many times. Like I say, I'm out here for a very specific reason, and I'm already going through enough. You didn't believe me with this blank profile? Watch this. So it doesn't matter to me. I'm still going to be doing what I'm doing, but enough is enough. All the trolling. I got the comments shut down, which I had no other choice because of all the people that's trolling, all the haters. Go somewhere else. You know, simple as it gets. Start your own. You know, it's all the childishness. It's just being acting like little kids. And I'm just sick of it. I used to have an easy disposition coming on here. First, starting out before it went global, you know, then people telling me make me a moderator and all that. Everything, and they trying to take over the live. Just too much, too much, too much, too much. Then they try to taint you. Once you block them, they come in all these different profiles, and oh man, you can't make it up. I do not really care if they're mad at me. I'm still going to be here whether somebody on here or not. My life is global, so I just got it shut down to a degree. Whereas I can still, bring the awareness and stuff like that. But everybody that's in comfort, think about it. I'm out here in the heat every day, all day, trying to do what I do. And I'm invested in what I do. And still in all, I put my health last. And people don't appreciate that. If you got little ones, you should. Because you're learning something that I didn't know, and it's probably saving yours from coming up missing. But just sitting here, just because I'd be on here usually early in the morning to at night, then on into the night, different times, and people just sit there. As long as you're sitting there, you're not supporting the live, you're not tapping the screen, what's the purpose of being here? I just make it make sense. At this point, when people tap the screen, they let me know I got people that's interested in what the content is. Because if I turn on the comments, I got a whole bunch of nothing people that come in here with nonsense. I don't have any moderators to help me with that. I don't know that much about TikTok to keep it under control. And it derailed me from my thoughts of trying to bring awareness. That's why they are turned off, But again, people like right now just sitting in the room doing nothing, just looking, gawking. It don't make sense to me. But then once I start blocking people up out of here, I guess I'm the bad guy. No matter what, I got millions of likes. No matter what, it's global. My life is global, so I don't really care. Even if it wasn't global, I didn't even know nothing about no global. Even if it wasn't, I was still doing the same thing. I'm not on here for a TikTok status or any of that garbage. I can care less. But it just concerned me that I got people just stalking on my live, with wrong intentions, no indicators that they are interested in the live. And I just want to know why you're here, if that's the case, If there's anybody on here don't like what I have to say, you can scroll or pray about it. Today's Sunday. Definitely pray about it and keep it moving. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I'm tired of all these people coming here acting like little kids themselves. You know what I mean? If they doing all the crime, what the baby's gonna do? You know, come on now, make it make sense to me. But again, if you guys want to support the live, go to ways to do that. All you guys, a lot of y'all been on here doing what you're doing for years and years. Y'all know how this thing works. Obviously, you know, so you know, go to the bio, stuff like that. Hey, so if y'all don't like the content, obviously not, because nobody tapping the screen. Bye. Simple as that get to me. Bye. If you came here thinking that you was gonna get a pacifier, you're wrong. I'm just tired of a lot of nonsense. I gotta shut my live down because of these cowards out here coming in here, making threats, harassing other viewers, all sorts of stuff. That is just ridiculous to me, and I'm sick of it. What I'm gonna do is put it on private and just do my own selection of folk that I want in here. That'll eliminate a lot of that. Before this thing went global, I didn't have all these problems. I really did. If you are here legitimately, you really want to get some out of the live, tap the screen so I know you're interested. If not, you understand, I don't know why anybody would want to just sit looking at cards without somebody talking on the live stream. So it's your decision. But I'll wait. So I thought I just saw something on the side there. But it's one of them things, folks. You know, I'm out here, my life is investing. People don't get it. Thank you for those. People don't get it. You know, I've been putting my health last. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. I'm telling you, it is hot out here. I go without everything all day long to make sure that I continue to bring awareness. And a lot of people may take it for granted. This is nothing to play with. This is really happening. Hey, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. This stuff is real. You know, I'm sitting here invested, y'all. And the most assaulting, I'll tell you what, having them track my cell phone constantly every day, all night, and everywhere. That right there is frustrating. That there's no accountability. Um, they have more. Seem like they got more. I don't know, more freedoms than everybody else. You know what I mean? And that app Grinder, is a suspect app. That's where it all started, which has a virus that embeds itself into the algorithm of phones. I told y'all. We have had viewers come on here after I told them, and they checked their little one's phone, and guess what? That app was right there. Guy out of South Texas checked his granddaughter's phone, and she had it on her phone. And then told him that she thought she had been being followed. So this is real. Over in UK, Philippines also, they came in, and they got the same problem over there. You know, so it ain't where you at. But what I be trying to explain to everybody on here and see like people lose interest. Okay, I understand all the posts. I took the time yesterday to look at a lot of posts. Okay, them folks over there that's doing all this stuff on these other posts has nothing to do with this stream here. I'm out here because I want to be able to save one little. Mine is gone. See, I'm out here searching. I put my health and everything else behind me. With all the other expenses of what I got going with private investigators and stuff like that, it's hard for me to keep going. Um, right now, no water out here, haven't eaten all day. I'm a diabetic, and I've been doing this for a long time, y'all. Can't get anybody on board. You know what I'm saying? I understand about people on here asking for this, asking for that. They ain't got nothing to do with this stream, though. Everything I say on here, be rest assured I come with receipts. About a month ago, we did have a few people that bought water out, stuff like that. If you've been following the stream, you will see that. But people are too into themselves. While everybody on here watching from comfort in the air conditioning and all that, I don't have those luxuries anymore. When something like this happens, your life has changed. My comfort comes from being able to share this awareness and keep searching. Nobody, one of the moderators, I didn't know nothing about putting up little hash, whatever you call it, for like chime and all that. I didn't know nothing about that stuff. Doing that, nobody really go to it. But I have a host of people. If y'all remember, I used to go, people request me to come to their communities, I go. That was at my expense that I really didn't have at that point. I'm telling you, because it is rough. I haven't had a hotel room, I don't know how long, but I'm still going. Yesterday I was sick, as y'all, if you was on here yesterday, you see I was sick. God is good, all the time, and but I'm still going. I'm pushing. Because I feel, to a degree, I don't want to fail. I don't want to fail you guys by not telling you what I already experienced. Keep up with your little ones. Know who they talking to on them game systems, Roblox, Fortnite, and some whole other ones. A viewer came on here and said her nephew, PDF on there posing as a young adult, was trying to lure her nephew on Fortnite. So this is real, but don't try to put yourself in my position, of being out here going through in the elements. You know what I mean? I'm not from here. And most of the people that's from here, they ain't gonna be outside. That's for sure. But I'm in a situation where I have no choice. You know, I don't have those luxuries anymore. And as I said, if people get something out of the live, that's where it's at. I've had people. The live is worldwide. I have people that commented, "Hey, this happened. This happened. Like I watched this. I checked this, and they discovered things." I'll be saying, go to the bio on here now. One of the things is when I asked to go to the bio because I'm on the ground. I ain't got no water and stuff out here. I ain't got nothing out here. No resource to do anything. If people getting something out of this, that is a way to, what I'm saying, support them. And everybody always, they pop in and they pop out. As soon as you say something about going to the bio, they pop out. That's not going to stop me from, you know what I mean, bringing the awareness. It's just that I got so many fake people on here with bogus profiles. You got the knockoffs that ain't never had kids and don't understand nothing. You got the ones that will try to befriend to be moderators so they can try to, invite people to follow them. It's all types of old generic knockoffs on here. And after talking with a lot of other people, I get it. So it's just one of them things that people don't get. They don't get it. If there's a couple people on there that understand the live, it'd be appreciated if you go to the bio and look for ways to assist. That way we can go to other places and have some water, you know what I'm saying? Possibly something to eat, you know what I mean? I can continue doing this, but at this point, I just be out of there. If you know about being a diabetic, you understand. But a lot of people don't, just like I didn't, you know. But nobody seems to do that, and it is what it is, of course. But I'm just, some things you just can't make up. That's for sure. Just, just cannot make it up. Man, what is going on? I'm sitting under this tree. These things, they do ants. I can't tell y'all, you got all kind of stuff here in Texas. Man, good gracious of life. Trying to keep up with what's what around here is a job by itself. Man, flying roaches, everything else, and they big and fast too. Man, this is just crazy. Thank you for those hearts on the side there. I'm trying to see is anybody gonna get on board that really understand what I'm saying. If you don't, you have any questions, you can go to my DM, or you could go to my DM. I was going to say, or you can just put up in the comments or whatever. But like I say again, I got to get more moderators that's real moderators that understand the live, that's on board with the live, and that way I don't have to be focused on trying to weed people out constantly. This is just that's just too much for me. It's stressful, childish. Like I say, go to the bio, look for ways to assist. Anything help, y'all. A couple gallons of gas and water, I'm good. I'm out here. You know, switch locations. Over here, I don't know why it's so hot right now over here. But again, you know, it takes y'all to help. You know what I'm talking about? And I can't. I'm at the end. There ain't nothing else I can do. I know y'all tired of being in the same place, looking at the same thing, but that don't stop me from bringing awareness. And them things, they still be slithering. Last night at midnight, had me and one of them was at it last night. All the way, this is private property, all the way up on this car. You know, even calling the police, they didn't get here till 7 o'clock this morning. Now, if I had just went ahead and responded, I would have been the one they saying in the wrong, even on private property. So you got some out here, they real bold, you know, they real bold with it. It is creeping around in the dark. Who does that? Them slithering all night, all day, tracking this phone. And that's why you got to keep a record of everything. Everything. And I do. I see a lot of people in the room up here. I don't know how many others are on here because, hey, old cowboy, what's going on? Because the comments are turned off. I wish I could turn them back on without having problems. But Southern Man, what's going on? Got up out of there. Sheila Joyner Moore. Yeah, people come in and then they take off. I guess everybody have their own way of how they do things. Like I say, when you invested, you are invested. I'm invested, you know. But I also know, one thing I don't know now, that I'm doing myself a disservice by trying to keep going on zero, you know. Um, I've been feeling the effects of all that. I've lost so much weight, I don't even know who I am. But I got to keep going, you know. The only way I can get more medication actually is my doctor told me I had to come home. And you know what? How am I get there? Can't get there. You know, it's so all them things, y'all, that I don't be saying too much about. You, obviously, yeah, well, doctors will tell you come. Well, in order for me to give another prescription, you got to come to me. I got to see you in person. I get it, but from a distance like this here, how, you know? Again, so I dismiss it, you know, because if I constantly dwell on it, I dwell on things anyway. But if I constantly dwell on it, I won't be able to stay focused on bringing awareness, you know. So that's where I'm at with that one. But who am I? Thanks to all the people out here that's doing stuff they shouldn't be doing. I seen some of them posts, and I didn't believe it. So I get it. Everything I say on here is cemented. I come with receipts. I ain't gonna be on there playing about no son missing. I'm not with any of that. I'm really frustrated with a lot of things. You know, I have a lot of questions and yet to receive answers to. Even if it was somebody local, bring some water out here. You know, bring some water. Bag up me a little air out from y'all air conditioning, bring out here. It's just too hot. Man. Well, at least I did just get a little breeze. It didn't last that. It just didn't last that long, but still in all, it's hot air. Again, if anybody have any questions, concerns, or anything like that, go to my DM. When I get more moderators, that's real moderators, I'm going to put that up here. That's the only reason why this comment section is closed down. Too many people trolling. As soon as I get some folks on board that will go to the bio, look for ways to assist. We'll move around. Obviously, without my room, I'm going to be on here all night probably. I would like to, but if I had to be over here where I got to watch my surroundings, I'm not going to probably go live because over here, out here doing this is dangerous. That incident this morning where midnight. That was crazy. Like I told y'all, if you've been following, you already know this is where they set the trap for me with the propane tanks, with the electrical wire. You know, this is where Joe and I was at when the people was in the bushes. You know, over here, remember, if you had followed the live, remember we had a Dallas police officer that was on the live. She asked me, did I know where I was? That it was a dangerous area over here, crime infested, and this and that, and this and that. You know, so being on the live and trying to watch my surroundings, that is a task over here when you're by yourself. So you know I'm not going to sleep over here. But it is it's a challenge. So that would be another plus to be able to move around from here, different area. We go live, and you know what I'm saying. I get a chance to. The same ones gonna follow me, but we'll get a chance to expose them and still bring awareness, and I'll be a little more comfortable out here. Welcome in whoever is in. Nobody is tapping that screen. Why not? That's free. Me being on here, I do this free. You know, I'm not with the TikToks, celebrity stuff. You want to be a content creator and all that. I'm not with none of that. That's not why I'm on here. My reward is being able to save one little one. You know, make the parents aware of what's out there, like I didn't know. So if I had more energy, I'd really be up and you know what I'm saying. But think about it. I've been on here since this morning, back and forth, and my energy is the little energy I had gone. Moving around, I think I'm just tired over here. That's what this over here is just beat me down. Thank you for the hearts. So can I get a couple people to go to that bio, look for where she says, help with a little for a couple gallons of gas at least, and some water would be helpful. We go somewhere else, y'all. I'm just waiting to see what's going to happen, which I'm not too optimistic, to be honest. But hopefully somebody understand the live, understand the situation, and do just that. After the post that I seen yesterday, it really makes it hard for me to say anything because some people on there doing the most. The lady said she need a GoFundMe and all this and all types of stuff. She was having a baby. The doctor told her she'll be unalive once she had a baby and all. You can't make that up. Whoever that is with that blank profile, get out of my room. Them blank profiles is what started this, and that's why it is not comment section is turned off. Otherwise, I will block you. I guess it's easy to sit and watch a live in comfort, you know, with a nonchalant type of attitude about it, as opposed to, you know, um, trying to support in any fashion. I guess that's the world today. That is the world today. Somebody put um, a light on over there, as y'all see, across the street here. Can y'all see it all the way? Well, let me get this thing back. There's a light. Let me see if I can show it to you. There's that bright light right there. Somebody got that light on over there. So you cannot make this up. You can't make it up, y'all. I don't know what they thought they had going, but it does not bother me. I could care less. Let me see something here. Let me see something.